Hi everyone! So the book today is rather big, but this is all about the artist Vincent van Gogh and his famous painting, The Sunflowers. This is called Camille and the Sunflowers. Here we go. Where Camille lived, the sunflowers grew so high they looked like real suns. A whole field of burning yellow suns. Every day after school, Camille ran through the sunflowers to meet his father, who was a postman. Together they would lift down the heavy sacks of mail. Oh, look, off the train. You see, they're lifting them down off the train. One day, a strange man, arrived in Camille's town. He had a straw hat and a yellow beard. He looked around with quick brown eyes. "I am Vincent the painter," he said, smiling at Camille. Vincent moved into the yellow house at the end of Camille's street. He had no money and no friends. You see what's on his back? He's got an easel for painting, and this looks like canvas. "Let's try and help him," said Camille's father. So they loaded up the postcart with pots and pans and old furniture for the yellow house. Camille picked a huge bunch of sunflowers for the painter and put them in a big brown pot. Vincent was very pleased to have two good friends. Vincent asked Camille's father if he would like to have his picture painted, dressed in his best blue uniform. "You must sit quite still," said Vincent. Camille watched everything. He loved the bright colours Vincent used and the strong smell of paint. He saw the face of his father appear like magic on the canvas. The picture was strange but very beautiful. See this picture? That is a very famous painting. Vincent said he would like to paint the whole family. This is Camille's mother, his big brother. Oh, you can't see them. His big brother and his baby sister. And at last, Camille himself. Camille was very excited. He'd never even had his photograph taken before. Camille took his painting into school to show everyone. But the children didn't like the picture. They all began to laugh. This made Camille feel very sad. How would you feel if somebody did that? After school, some of the older children started teasing Vincent. They ran along behind as he went out to paint. Even the grown-ups joined in. "It's time you got a real job," they said, "instead of playing with paints all day." All that afternoon, Camille sat watching Vincent work. It was very hot, but Vincent worked very fast. He painted the sunflower fields and even the sun itself. "He is the sunflower man," thought Camille. "If I were rich, I would buy all of your paintings," he said. "Thank you, my friend," laughed Vincent. When Camille and Vincent came back from the field, some children from Camille's school waiting for them. They shouted at Vincent and threw stones. Camille wanted them to stop, but what could he do? He was only a small boy. At last he ran home in tears. "Listen, Camille," said his father, "people often laugh at things that are different. But I've got a feeling that one day they will learn to love Vincent's paintings." That night, Camille had a strange dream. He saw Vincent standing in the moonlight high above the town. He had stuck candles on his hat so that he could see. The sunflower man was painting the stars. Early next morning, Camille was awoken by a knocking at the door. Some men from the town had come to see his father. "Listen, postman," they said, "we want you to give this letter to your friend. It says he must pack up his paints and leave our town." Camille slipped through the back door and ran down the street to the yellow house. It seemed very quiet inside. Then Camille saw the sunflowers he had picked for Vincent. They had dried up. Can you see them? I'll turn that way. They had dried up and died. Camille felt sadder than ever. He found Vincent upstairs packing his bags. Vincent looked tired, but he smiled at Camille. "Don't be sad," he said. "It's time for me to paint somewhere else now. Perhaps people there will like my pictures. But first, I have something to show you." Can you see? Vincent lifted down a big picture. There were Camille's sunflowers, bigger and brighter than ever. Camille looked at the painting, then he smiled too. "Goodbye, Sunflower Man," he whispered and ran out of the yellow house into the sunshine. Camille's father was right. People did learn to love Vincent's paintings. Today you would have to be very rich to buy one, but people visit galleries and museums all over the world just to look at pictures of the yellow house, of Camille and his family, and most of all the sunflowers, so bright and yellow they look like real suns. And then right at the back of the book it says this: Vincent van Gogh was born in Holland on the 30th of March 1853. As a young man he studied to become a clergyman like his father. He was 27 before he began to paint seriously. At the age of 35, Vincent went to the south of France looking for sunshine and brighter colours. Here he became friends with Camille's family. During this time he painted more than 150 pictures, although only one was sold in his lifetime. Vincent became lonely and ill. He was taken to hospital, but even there kept on painting. In May 1819, he travelled north to Auvers-sur-Oise to seek help from another doctor. But only 2 months later, he died on 29th of July and was buried in the local churchyard, far away from the sunshine and the colour that he loved. This is a picture of Vincent. There you go. Now, I would like you guys to go outside in the sunshine and paint a picture. Can you do that? Any kind of picture you like. It can be of flowers, it can be of your garden, something that makes you smile. Have fun, it's a lovely sunny day, or it was when I started these. Missing you all, bye bye.